Well, good morning, guys. Well, I tell you, the other day, after 3 days of high-powered wind whipping through this yard and everything, I had to clean it up. And as I was cleaning up, I noticed some panels that I never got mounted onto the golf cart project. They blew away. They're in with the weeds. They're in with the other yard debris. And I'm like, well, you know what? I really need to get back on this and get these secured. So today's project is going to be just that. I had all these, got these all made up and everything, except for one. And what I'm doing today is I'm going to use the brake and form this one center panel here. Then I got to weld these tabs on there with these, I think they're called nut zerks. These are fantastic little things there. But yeah, I want to finish up this trick little aluminum body thing I got going on here. So as you can see, it drives me crazy when I don't finish my projects. I've got a lot of unfinished projects. Anyways, this one I'm going to finish up today. So I'm going to get to work. I'll bring you back in a little bit. Show you the process of cutting and bending this. And then it's a little bit of tedious work getting this together to secure those. This is M6. These are metric, so I'll have to run to the hardware store later, get some screws. But yeah, let's get this body mounted. This raking my yard and finding parts of my work amongst the yard debris was no bueno. So we're gonna fix that today. I'm gonna get to work and I'll bring you back in a little bit. Okay, so that's the cutting that I had to do. Now I'll get these bends in here and this panel will be made. Ready to weld on some tabs, shoot some nut zerk nuts, whatever they're called, and we'll get this body put together. I'll be back in a bit. Yeah. Let me see here. Very nice. As you can see, the brake did not put a nice crisp line on it. It was kind of a curve, so a little beating with the hammer on the sharp edge of a piece of angle iron there. Do a little body work and flatten that out, make it look nice. But this aluminum does not bend like steel. I tell you, it's a lot more flexible and a little bit more difficult to get a good sharp bend. But as you can see there, that turned out okay now. So let's see if we can't get a bend on this smaller part, and that's got to go down. So what I want to do, I'm gonna mark the back side here. That's got to go the other direction. Make sure it'll be square. So that should be okay. Now, hopefully, this bends a little bit better. See, that was a crisp one. Let's see how this fits. Might have to go just a little bit more. I think we will have to. Yeah. Let's go a few more degrees on that and see how it looks. Make that tighter. We'll go quickly look at this. So you can see now, I'll clean up these corners with the little flappy disc there and add the tabs to secure it all down. And that front end is looking sweet. Yeah, I like that. That's gonna look cool. Old Tesla's got nothing on whining and racing, I tell you. Be back in a jiffy. Now I had to make a little adjustment here. I took about another inch off the top there, which kind of changed the angle a little bit here, so I got a little bit of a gap there. Kind of curved around these pieces of tubing here. And this is just a tad off here, but you know, when it's all together, I'm not going to stress all that little bit of detail there. I think it went in there pretty good. It's all tight down on the tabs. I can go ahead and drill and put the nut zerks in and secure that one panel. Let's get that going. Now that is a neat little system there. Just go ahead and insert threaded nuts into tabs there, and it's as easy as that. Once I learned how to unscrew the darn thing, which you saw on the first one didn't work too well. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and drill these holes and get this one mounted, and yeah, we'll see how that turns out. I sure like those though. Those are a neat little thing. Well guys, that's it for today. I am waiting on some more of these Zerk nuts or whatever they call them, and I got to go to the wrought iron store tomorrow to get more of these tabs. And I went to the local hardware store to get some more of these screws, and I tell you, I about had a coronary. These little M6 by 100 by 16 millimeters long, so basically a 3/4 inch by 1/4 inch screw. The hardware store wanted 80 cents a piece. Now, that's ridiculous in my eye. But then I go to a big box store, you know, and because they're normally cheaper on stuff, right? So I had to go to their specialty screws, and I opened up a drawer and there weren't any prices on the screws at all. So I like pulled one out of the little box there, and I go to the local guy there. It's like, hey, could you tell me how much this screw is? A single screw, 3/4 inch long by 1/4 inch in diameter, but it is metric. So it was like M6 by 16 millimeters. Anyways, he scanned it with his little telephone thing. $1.25. Now I know I'm old, but I used to go and get a handful of screws for a couple of bucks when I was a kid. This paying $1.25 for a single screw is just a no-go for me. So I'm gonna go to, they got a local place here that sells commercially, which I have an account at, and I can buy in bulk. I can get a box of 100 screws for about 15 bucks. And I wanted to get some work done today on this, so I ended up paying more than I should have for the screws that I got there. I mean, this looks totally kick-ass. You know, I can't wait to have these screws all the way throughout and get this all mounted. But I am not gonna pay what these hardware stores want. It's just ridiculous. So tomorrow I'll get more materials and I'll finish this all up. But truthfully, guys, does that not look cool? Let me know what you think in the comments. If you know of a cheaper place to buy screws, let me know, because like I said, I'm too old to have that kind of shock to my my system there. I about just fell on the floor and started convulsing. It was just incredible. It's like $1.25 for a screw. You are out of your mind. So, but anyways, guys, that's it for the day. The project's coming along. Looks totally kick-ass. I can't wait to get this thing going. Get that body all together. I got some more panels to do there. That's why I say if I buy in bulk, I will use them. I'm also going to be paneling Frankenbuggy there, so it won't be a waste. I just got to wait till the commercial place is open. And then the last thing really on this car, I mean, I drove it around a bit, but the brakes have problems because the shoes are totally worn out in the back. So I got a pair of shoes, but they're not exactly fitting correctly, and we'll go over that either tomorrow or the next day. But for now, that's it. Appreciate you guys watching, and subscribe to the channel. We're almost getting up to a magic number here that you know, we've been trying to achieve. So you know, if you could do that, we greatly appreciate it. And have a great evening, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, bye bye.